Picture the Earth for a second. Now, zoom in and you will see mountain ranges and oceans. Zoom closer and you will find forests and coral reefs filled with life. Go even further and there are squirrels climbing trees and fish swimming through corals. All of these layers are interconnected as part of a larger system called an ecosystem. According to Routledge and others, an ecosystem is a geographic area where plants, animals, and other organisms interact with weather, landscape, and non-living elements to form a bubble of life. In this video, we'll explore the 6 levels of organization in an ecosystem, explain how they all interact, and discuss the current status of ecosystems in the Philippines, along with ways we can help restore and protect them.
So let's start small and build our way up. To really understand ecosystems, we first need to explore the levels of organization in ecology. These levels show how life is organized, starting with a single organism and going all the way up to the entire biosphere. According to Lotus Arise in 2022, each level, from organism to population, community, ecosystem, biome, and finally the biosphere, explains how living things depend on each other and on their environment. An organism is simply one living thing. Imagine a single butterfly. Now, if you have a whole group of those butterflies in one place, that's a population. But when different populations like butterflies, ants, and birds live together in one area, you get a community. As Gomerais explains, a community is made up of different populations living together. And when you add the non-living parts like water and sunlight, it becomes an ecosystem. On a larger scale, Lotus Arise also points out that biomes are much bigger regions, like forests or deserts, and all the biomes together form the biosphere, which is basically Earth's zone of life. Kinda like zooming out on Google Maps but for life itself.
Now, let's zoom in on the smallest building blocks. As we look closer into ecosystems, the smallest parts, like organisms and populations, are the basic pieces that help keep nature balanced and alive. According to Harris, 2023, an organism is any individual living thing, while a population is a group of the same species living in one place at the same time. Furthermore, Whitcomb explains that organisms interact in ecosystem by doing important functions, like making food through photosynthesis, breaking down materials, or being predators and prey in food chains. Populations, on the other hand, interact through reproduction, competition, and predator-prey relationships. NC State University 2015 notes that these interactions preserve balance in ecosystems. But balance can be tested. If a population grows too large, density-dependent factors like food shortage or disease increase. Meanwhile, density-independent factors like typhoons or volcanic eruptions affect all populations, no matter what the size.
When we zoom out a little more, we see communities and ecosystems. These demonstrate how living and non-living things interact and depend on each other to survive. A community is made up of all the different populations living together in one area, while an ecosystem includes those populations plus the non-living factors like soil, water, and sunlight. As Wang and Lee in 2019 explained, community ecology studies the interactions between species, like competition, mutualism, and predation. Now, here's a cool example. Roche and colleagues 2022 describe how ants protect butterfly larvae from predators in exchange for sweet secretions that the larvae produce. This is a form of mutualism that helps more butterflies survive, and it is vital for butterfly conservation. In special habitats like oak pine barrens, Wang and Lee in 2019 also highlighted how ecosystem ecology looks at the effects of abiotic factors like nutrient-poor soil on how species survive and share resources. These connections in communities and ecosystems remind us that every living thing relies on both other species and its environment to survive.
Now, let's think even bigger.
Biomes in the biosphere show how ecosystems scale up from Earth's largest living system. A biome is a large region characterized by its climate, plants, and animals, and the biosphere, that's the collection of all biomes. As Conradi 2020 explains, biomes help us classify and understand the many ecosystems that make up our planet. Meanwhile, Vardan 2020 points out that the biosphere shows just how adaptable and interconnected life is across the globe. Think of the biosphere as a house, and the biomes are the rooms inside. Each room has its own look and feel, but together they make up the entire home.
Speaking of home, let's bring this closer to home. The Philippines. Sadly, our ecosystem are in trouble. We're talking about deforestation, pollution, and habitat loss. And yes, most of that is caused by human activity. But there's a good news too. According to the Philippine Ports Authority in 2024, more than 12 million trees and mangroves have been planted since 2020. That helps reduce flooding, protect coastlines, and give animals a place to live. The Department of Environment and Natural Resources in 2024 also expanded protected areas through the NIPAS Act. That means rare animals like the Philippine eagle and tarsiers are now safer from hunting and habitat loss. So yeah, challenges are huge, but teamwork between the government, local communities, and NGOs is showing that recovery is possible.
To sum it all up, we just explored the 6 levels of organization in an ecosystem, their interactions, and the current state of ecosystems in the Philippines, along with ways we can help protect them. From individual organisms to populations, communities, ecosystems, biomes, and the entire biosphere. Every level shows how connected and dependent life is. In the Philippines, these ecosystems are facing threats due to human activities. But conservation efforts shows that it is not too late to bring them back. By learning about ecosystems and protecting them, we are not just saving the environment, we are also saving our own future. Because saving nature also means saving ourselves.